NATO's support for Moldova, a counter to Russian influence. Moldova, a small landlocked country in Eastern Europe, has been a subject of geopolitical tussle between Russia and the West for many years. It is strategically located between Romania and Ukraine and shares a border with both these countries. Moreover, it is home to the breakaway region of Transnistria, where a Russian-supported separatist movement has been active since the early 1990s. Amidst these challenges, Moldova has been trying to chart a course towards European integration. One organization that has been supporting this effort is NATO. In this article, we will explore NATO's support for Moldova and how it is seen as a counter to Russian influence. NATO's engagement with Moldova. Moldova's relationship with NATO has evolved significantly over the past few years. In 2014, Moldova signed an Individual Partnership Action Plan (IPAP) with NATO, which laid out a roadmap for collaboration between the two sides. Since then, Moldova has been actively seeking closer ties with NATO. In 2017, Moldova signed a status agreement with NATO, which allowed for the establishment of a NATO liaison office in the country. This office serves as a platform for dialogue between NATO and Moldova on various issues, including defense reform, military interoperability, and crisis management. One of the key areas of cooperation between NATO and Moldova is in the realm of defense reform. NATO has been providing assistance to Moldova in the areas of military education and training, as well as in developing its defense capabilities. This cooperation includes support for the Moldovan armed forces in areas such as logistics, cyber defense, and the fight against corruption. NATO's support for Moldova's defense sector has also included the provision of military equipment. In 2018, NATO donated several vehicles to the Moldovan armed forces to support their peacekeeping missions. These vehicles were used by Moldovan soldiers in their deployment to Kosovo as part of the NATO-led Kosovo Force, KFOR. Countering Russian influence. NATO's engagement with Moldova is seen as a counter to Russian influence in the region. Russia has long been viewed as a powerful player in Moldova's politics and has been accused of supporting separatist movements in the breakaway region of Transnistria. Russia has also been accused of meddling in Moldova's internal affairs, including the election process. NATO's presence in Moldova is viewed as a deterrent to Russian aggression. A NATO liaison office in Moldova sends a message that Moldova has a partner in the West that is willing to stand up to Russian influence. This message is particularly important given the current geopolitical climate in Eastern Europe, which has been marked by Russia's annexation of Crimea, its involvement in the conflict in eastern Ukraine, and its alleged role in the poisoning of a former Russian spy in the UK. Moreover, NATO's engagement with Moldova has helped to strengthen the country's democratic institutions. Moldova has been grappling with corruption, political instability, and economic challenges for many years. However, with the help of NATO, Moldova has been able to make progress in these areas. NATO has been supporting Moldova's efforts to reform its defense sector, which has helped to professionalize the military and reduce corruption in the armed forces. NATO's engagement with Moldova has also helped to strengthen democratic institutions in the country, including the rule of law and the independence of the judiciary. In conclusion, NATO's support for Moldova is a key aspect of the alliance's efforts to counter Russian influence in Eastern Europe. As a small landlocked country located between Romania and Ukraine, Moldova is strategically important to both Russia and the West. NATO's engagement with Moldova has helped to strengthen the country's defense sector, promote democratic reforms, and provide a counter to Russian aggression. The establishment of a NATO liaison office in Moldova underscores the alliance's commitment to the country and sends a strong message to Russia that the West is prepared to stand up to its efforts to exert influence in the region.